everyone. Welcome to our annual Halloween celebration. We have a great story time for you today with Halloween stories, Halloween songs, and all sorts of...
Halloween stories?
Oh, hi, Katie. Yes, we have lots of Halloween stories today and songs, rhymes, tons of fun.
Wow, I love Halloween and stories and pumpkins. Elizabeth, do you like my pumpkin costume?
I love your pumpkin costume, Katie. And you know what? I think someone else in our show might be dressed up like a pumpkin today, too.
More pumpkins? Oh boy, when can we hear the pumpkin stories?
It's starting right now. Should we tune in?
Yes, let's do it.
Thanks, Katie and Elizabeth. My name's Ellie, and I have a little pumpkin rhyme for us called 5 Little Pumpkins. Ready? 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There is a frost in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "Are you ready for some fun?" But then, whoosh went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight.
Thanks, Ellie. I'd like to share one of my favorite Halloween books with you, and it's especially wonderful because it was a gift from my brother. Ghosts in the House by Kazuno Kohara. Once there was a girl who went to live in a big old house at the edge of town. It was a splendid place, but there was one problem. The house was haunted. But the girl wasn't just a girl. She was a witch. She knew how to catch ghosts. How lovely, she said. I hope there are some more. And there were. She continued until she had caught all the ghosts in the house. Then she went to the kitchen and put them all in the washing machine. When they were clean, she hung them out on the clothesline. It was fine weather for drying. After drying, most of them became nice curtains. One of them made a good tablecloth. They were all very useful. The little witch began to feel very tired after her hard work. She knew just what to do with the last 2 ghosts. And they all lived happily ever after. So long.
Thanks, Christopher. That was a great book and a new book to me. I always love hearing a story that I haven't heard before. I have some felts to share with you today that come from a book called Fall is Not Easy. And we know that the trees change color in the fall, and this tree has a little bit of trouble with that. Winter is easy. My branches are bare. Then snow starts to melt, and spring is in the air. Springtime is easy. Green leaves start to grow. Then spring rains are followed by summer sun's glow. Summer is easy. I just bask in the sun. Then breezes blow cooler, whoosh, and summer is done. Fall is not easy. It's time for a change. Green leaves turn colors. But wait a second. Mine look all strange. That isn't right. And that is just all wrong. My colors won't go where I think they belong. My leaves should be fire, all brilliant and bright. And I try. And I try. But they won't come out right. And just when my patience begins to wear thin, my leaves all fall off and winter blows in. Winter is easy. The end.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex, and next up, we're gonna sing the pirate song, because it's the best. Alright, a 1, 2, 3. When I was 1, I sucked my thumb on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 2, I tied my shoe on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 3, I tapped my knee on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 4, I shut the door on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 4, I shut the door on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea." When I was 5, I danced and jived on the day I went to sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship, and the captain said to me, "Oh, you'll go this way, that way, forwards, backwards, over the deep blue sea."
Well, that was a fun song from Alex, All Those Pirates. Well, I think we are ready for another story, and if I got a good one for you, it's one of my favorites. The story is called Anansi and the Moss-Covered Rock. But since it's Halloween, I thought we would do Anansi and the Moss-Covered Pumpkin. Would you like to meet Anansi? There he is. Once upon a time, there was a spider named Anansi. Now, Anansi was a very lazy spider. He was also a very hungry spider, but he was always too lazy to pick anything for himself. Well, one beautiful fall afternoon, Anansi decided to go for a walk through the perfect pumpkin patch, so off he went. He walked for a little while, and then he found something interesting. My, isn't that a strange, moss-covered pumpkin? Boom! Down fell Anansi. An hour later, Anansi woke up. His head was spinning. Huh? What's happening? I was just here in the pumpkin patch and... Oh, I saw that moss-covered pumpkin. Boom! Down fell Anansi. Again, senseless. An hour later, he woke up. His head was spinning. Oh, I think I know what this is. When I say the magic words, isn't that a strange blah, blah, blah? I fall down. I think I can use this. I think I can play a trick on some other animals. Oh, yes, I could. Anansi had an idea. He decided he was going to visit Lion to see what Lion had to eat. He headed right over to Lion's house, and sure enough, there was Lion sitting on its front porch, surrounded by a huge pile of pomegranates. Oh, Anansi loved pomegranates, but he was too lazy to pick any for himself. Hello, Lion. How you doing today?
Oh, hello, Anansi. It's a good day today.
It is. It's a lovely fall day. Say, I was going to go for a walk through that perfect pumpkin patch. Would you like to join me?
Oh, I think I would love to. It's a beautiful fall day. Let's go.
So Anansi and Lion went for a walk through the perfect pumpkin patch. And Anansi led him to a certain place. Wow, Lion, do you see all these pumpkins? Ooh, look at that one.
Oh my, isn't that a strange moss-covered pumpkin? And boom.
With those words, down fell Lion. While he was out, Anansi went all the way back to Lion's house and took all the pomegranates from Lion's house and took them back to his own house. An hour later, Lion woke up. His head was spinning. Ay.
Oh, I got a headache. What's this, Anansi? Oh, I'll head home.
And Lion went back to his house, and all those pomegranates he collected were gone. Oh, Lion was sad, but Anansi was happy. He wanted to play the trick again, so this time he went over to Lion's house. He headed to Lion's house, and when he got there, Lion's porch was full of delicious ripe apples. Oh, Anansi loved apples, but he was too lazy to pick any for himself. Hello, Elephant.
Oh, hey, Anansi.
Hi, Elephant. Is today not the best day ever?
Oh, it's gorgeous out. It's a beautiful, crisp fall day.
Say, Elephant, I'm going for a walk through the perfect pumpkin patch. Would you like to come along?
Oh, I think I would like that a lot. Let's go.
So, Elephant and Anansi went walking to the perfect pumpkin patch. When Anansi led him to a certain place. Wow, do you see all these pumpkins?
Oh, I do, but do you see that? My, isn't that a strange moss-covered pumpkin? Boom.
With those words, down fell Elephant. While Elephant was out, Anansi went all the way back to his house and gathered all of his apples and brought them back to his own house. This was fun. An hour later, Elephant woke up. His head was spinning. Ay.
Oh, what am I doing in a pumpkin patch? Oh, I better head on home.
So Elephant went home, and his porch was empty. He had no more apples. He was sad. But Anansi was happy. He liked this trick. He liked it so much, he decided to play it on every animal in the woods. He played it on monkey. He played it on hippo. He played it on giraffe. It was great fun. Well, what Anansi didn't know was that somebody had been watching the whole time. Right here, do you see it? Zebra had been watching, and Zebra did not like the fact that Anansi was playing tricks on all of her friends. This was not good. So Zebra decided to play her own little trick. Zebra gathered so many fruits and vegetables, the best varieties she could find, and then she sat on her front porch and she waited for Anansi to come over. And sure enough, eventually he did. He came a-knocking.
Hey, Zebra. How you doing?
Well, hey, Anansi. Say, I was going to go for a walk through the perfect pumpkin patch to cool off. It's so beautiful out and enjoy the fall colors. Would you like to come with me? Well, that sounds fun. I think that would be a great idea. Let's go. So, Anansi and Zebra went for a walk through that perfect pumpkin patch, and Anansi led Zebra to that certain place. Oh, wow. Do you see all these pumpkins? What a great pumpkin patch. Oh, yes. It's quite lovely. Oh, look at that one. What? There. I don't see anything. Well, yeah, you do. It's right there. Well, I don't see anything. Yeah, you do. You just don't want to say it. Well, say what? You know. That's what I'm supposed to say? Yeah! Okay, fine. I'll say it. You know. No, that's not what you're supposed to say. Well, what am I supposed to say? You're supposed to say, isn't that a strange moss-covered pumpkin? And boom, down fell Anansi. Zebra's trick worked. So Zebra headed back and got lion and elephant, and they went all the way back to Anansi's house. And they took back the pomegranates and the apples and all the other fruits and vegetables that Anansi had stolen from them. Well, an hour later, Anansi woke up. His head was spinning. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, boy. Pumpkin patch. Zebra? Zebra? Oh, no. He had a bad idea about this. Well, he walked all the way home, and sure enough, when he got there, all of the pumpkins, or all of the apples and fruits and pomegranates and vegetables that he had stolen were now gone. Now, if you think Anansi has learned his lesson and stopped playing tricks, you can guess again, because Anansi is still playing tricks to this very day. The end.
Thanks, Amanda, for that awesome story. Anansi is such a trickster, isn't he? I have a book to share with you today called Penguin and Pumpkin, and this is by Selena Yoon. It was fall and very white on the ice as always, which made Penguin curious. I wonder what fall looks like off the ice. Let's go to the farm and find out. Penguin's baby brother Pumpkin waddled over. Can I come see fall too? I'm sorry, Pumpkin, but it's too far for a fledgling. Grandpa agreed. Maybe next year, Pumpkin. I'm not a baby. Penguin, Bootsy, and their friends headed to the farm. Goodbye, Pumpkin. The journey was long as Penguin looked and looked and looked for signs of land. Finally, the penguins arrived. The farm was full of pumpkins. Everyone reminded Penguin of his brother. Ah, you are the pumpkin of my dreams. Then Penguin looked up. Beautiful! This is perfect for Pumpkin. The penguins each picked out a pumpkin. Some were smooth, some were long, some were bumpy, some were curved. Every pumpkin was loved. Sweet dreams, dear Pumpkin. Penguin had a different idea. They rode back home with their fall harvest. Are we there yet? The fall explorers were excited to share their treasures from the farm. But where was Pumpkin? Penguin found a clue. What's this? Pumpkin, what are you doing here? Since you wouldn't let us come, we decided to have our own fall adventure. We imagined fall on the harvest moon, fall on spooky Saturn, and even fall on the red planet. You have a spectacular imagination, said Penguin. Mothership calls. Pumpkin, bye. But I wish I got to see what fall really looks like. Pumpkin sighed. See fall? Thought Penguin. Wait right here, Pumpkin. Penguin took the crate up on a cliff. Grandpa and Bootsy followed a trail of leaves that led them right to Pumpkin. There you are. I brought you something. A pumpkin for Pumpkin. A perfect match. Oh, thank you. Penguin finally returned. What does fall really look like? Asked Pumpkin eagerly. Look up, said Grandpa. Fall looks like snowing leaves. Wow. The end.
What a cute story. I love Penguin and all the Penguin stories. But our next story is not as cute. Well, maybe. I'd say no, though, because it's all about monsters. And our first monster that we need to know about is the Monster King, the grumpiest king in all of the land. He always wore this terrible, horrible frown. And one day, when he was particularly grumpy, he called in all of his chefs. And he said, "Chefs, get in here now!" He didn't even say please. And the 4 monster chefs all scurried into the king's chamber. And they said, "Yes, my king, what do you need?" And the king said, "I am tired of my normal food. I'm tired of eating eyeballs and ketchup. I need something new to eat, and I want you all to find it for me." And the 4 monster chefs said, yes, my king, of course." And then the king said, "And if you don't, I'm gonna slather you up in ketchup and eat you." And the monster chefs went, "Eep! Okay. Well, chef, we will find you something new to eat." So each of the chefs went into the different directions, north, south, east, and west, in hopes of finding something for their king to eat. So the first monster that went north, he walked and walked and walked until he came across a vast field, and he saw something in that field. It was a bunny. He found a bunny and scooped it up and looked at it and said, You will be perfect for my king to eat. You look like a tasty little snack." But this bunny was very smart, and this bunny said, Oh, no. You don't want to eat me, a bunny. Don't you know what happens when you eat a bunny? You turn into a bunny. That's why there's so many bunnies. And the monster looked at the bunny and said, "My king would hate to turn into a bunny. I can't feed him a bunny. He hates things all soft and fuzzy and adorable. I guess I have to go back empty-handed." So the first monster made his way back to the castle. The second monster that went to the south, she walked and walked and walked until she came to the ocean. And in the ocean, she scooped up a fish. And she looked at it and said, "I'll take you back for my king." And the fish, just like the bunny, was very smart and said, "Oh, no. You don't want to take me back to your king. Don't you know what happens when you eat a fish? You turn into a fish. That is why there's so many fish in the sea." And the monster looked and said, "My king can't even swim. He would hate to be a fish." Oh, and she let him go. And then she made her way back to the castle, also empty-handed. The next chef, the one who went to the east, he walked and walked and walked until he came across a desert. And he was looking in the desert and he found a snake. And the snake just like the rest was very smart. Remember that? He scooped up the snake and said, I'll take you to my king to eat. And the snake said, me? No. Don't you know that when you eat a snake, you turn into a snake? That's why there's so many snakes in the desert. And the monster chef looked at the snake and said, turn into a snake? Oh, my king loves his arms and legs and appendages. He can't turn into a snake. He would hate it. Oh, I better go back and have nothing. So this monster went back as well. When these three monsters got back, the king saw that they came back empty-handed. And he said, you didn't bring me anything? But I'm so hungry. I guess I just have to eat you guys. And he gave them ketchup and said, go ahead, slather yourselves up in ketchup so you guys get to be my dinner. And they were rubbing the ketchup on themselves and they were so sad. But that was when the last chef returned and went, wait, my king, don't eat them. I found something for you, something better than Monster Chef slathered in ketchup. And this little monster came up and said, look what I have found. And he lifted up his hat, and in there was a teeny tiny woman. And the king looked at this woman and said, what? She is so tiny. She won't even be an appetizer. She's too small. That's not going to be enough for me for dinner. And the chef said, no, king, she is not for you to eat, but she will make something for you because she is a baker and she makes these delicious things called cupcakes. So the baker presented the king with a big king-size cupcake and he ate it, and as he was chewing, his big old frown turned into a smile. It was the first time anyone had seen the king smile. And he said, oh, this is delicious. Oh, she better teach us how to make these so I can have them for dinner every day. And on Tuesdays, I'll have my cupcakes with ketchup. The end.
Wow! Elizabeth, there were so many fun Halloween stories.
There sure were, Katie. And do you think we have time for a few more Halloween songs before we have to go?
More? Oh, I think there's always time for Halloween songs.
All right, well then let's hear them.
Ghosts in the house go boo 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 boo. The ghost in the house goes boo 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 all through the night. The skeleton in the house goes clatter 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 clatter. The skeletons in the house goes clatter 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 all through the night. The werewolf in the house goes oh, oh, oh. The werewolf in the house goes oh, all through the night. The witch in the house goes hee 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 hee. The witch in the house goes hee 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 all through the night. The children in the house stay fast asleep, fast asleep, fast asleep. The children in the house stay fast asleep all through the night.
5 little monsters standing on a wall. 5 little monsters standing so tall. If one little monster should happen to fall. 4 little monsters standing on a wall. 4 little monsters standing on a wall. 4 little monsters standing so tall. If one little monster should happen to fall. Three little monsters standing on a wall. Three little monsters standing on a wall. Three little monsters standing so tall. If one little monster should happen to fall. Two little monsters standing on a wall. Two little monsters standing on a wall. Two little monsters standing so tall. If one little monster should happen to fall.
How many are left?
One. One little monster standing on a wall. One little monster standing so tall. If that little monster should happen to fall, there'd be no little monsters standing on the wall.
That's our show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy Halloween!